Happy Friday and welcome to Go Live with the College of Education. I'm Dr. Beth Pesnell and I am here with two wonderful friends of mine from SPEDCATS. Would you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about you and what you do for SPEDCATS?
Yeah, so my name is Bergen Cooper. I'm a senior here at K-State, currently student teaching in the Manhattan District, and I'm serving as the president of SPEDCATS this year.
Yeah, and I'm Tristan Cabe. I'm vice president of SPEDCATS, and I'm studying art education. I'm a junior.
Great. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here today. I know it's been a long day. It's Friday. We're tired, but I appreciate you being here. So, SPEDCATS. What is that? What does it stand for? Who are you?
So first and foremost, SPEDCATS is really just a club for getting any kind of teacher, secondary, elementary, gen ed, sped, any direction you go in, just the resources and tips and tricks to work with those students with disabilities, because in our world today it's very common to have a student with a disability in your class, whether you even know it or not, and it could even just be a small little disability. So we just want to make sure that teachers are prepared when walking in the classroom, whether that be during college or after college, just having anything they need to be able to be the best teacher for those kids.
So they don't have to have like special education as an emphasis or minor or something that they're studying.
No, because I'm art ed and I'm vice president, so yes.
Great.
Yeah, and she's also K through 12, so
Right.
she hits them all. I'm elementary, but there's so many students in quite the variety of emphasis or focuses.
Yeah. So, Tristan, tell us a little bit about what drew you in to SPEDCATS.
I think knowing that there was going to be, like Bergen said, a lot of students who maybe have disabilities in your classes but aren't even like as a gen ed teacher or like a specialist teacher as what I would be, and still knowing how to be equipped to help those students and work with special education teachers too.
Great. That's awesome. That's really important because we do come into contact and we engage with students who have such a variety of needs, exceptionalities, really, right? So SPEDCATS also obviously stands for special education, right? Okay. So how does one become involved in this great organization?
I mean, just showing up to our meetings. We have an Instagram page. It's SPEDCATS KSU. We share our meeting posts. We share any fundraisers or volunteer events that we're doing. Coming up, we have the Polar Plunge. That's on February 12th. That we are indeed going to jump in the ice-cold water of Tuttle Creek to raise money for Special Olympics, which is super awesome. And you can find out more on our Instagram and sign up and do it with us. Everyone is welcome. And then we also have our first meeting coming up on February 21st, which is a Tuesday, which more information will be posted about that soon. But really just following along on Instagram, reaching out to me or Tristan, or Nicole Meritt is our faculty advisor, which some of you might have her for elementary exceptional student. Yep. So, yeah, just reaching out.
Okay, you mentioned a couple of things there I want to talk a little bit more about. So first, let's talk about your meetings. So you said you have one coming up on the 21st of February. So tell us a little bit about what one could expect when they come to one of your meetings.
So on our meeting, like last semester, we made fidgets at one of them. We had Dr. Pesnell come and talk about like adaptations in STEM. And then we had Dr. Elner come and talk about PE and kind of the importance of movement in the classroom. So we do a little bit of like hands-on things and then some more like just talking through what could be helpful in your classrooms.
Awesome. So hands-on experiences, ways to keep them active and engaged, the fidget toys, and then guest speakers to apply them into different content areas. What's something you took away from Dr. Elner's time with you guys?
I think about how important movement is for all classes, not just like PE. Like getting students up, even like when you're just talking and lecturing, I think has been super important. And I know some of our teachers who came, professors who came to that, also tried to incorporate it after, which was kind of cool, even at the college level.
That's great. I know brain breaks are so important these days, and our students need that just to help kind of reset. Yeah, keep that mindfulness going and reset. Okay. What else are you do you have some ideas for what might be coming?
Yeah.
In the future for SPEDCATS?
Yeah, we have a lot of new things. We have a couple new positions opening up on our exec team, so that's been really exciting to get some new friends in and helping out and growing our team, as well as our first meeting that's coming up. We're really excited for because our first meeting last semester focused on getting that hands-on and giving you guys like those easy tools that teachers can have that are close to priceless or very cheap things. So we're kind of doing that again, focusing on sensory side of things.
Okay.
So really just showing you guys like the simplest ways of making that classroom adaptable, whether that's using sensory, being sensory aware of things, but then it's also like, oh, how can I change my seating in my room to make it more adaptable? And like Mark Eleanor came when he said a bunch of like freedom of movement, not so much of like, oh, we have to take a brain break. Just they need to be moving. They're kids.
Right.
They're young individuals that just are so energetic. Like let them move and be free to move.
Flexible seating options, being able just to walk around the room, having an environment that's conducive to that in the classroom, that's really important. Okay, so you're going to be working on sensory type takeaways in February.
Adaptability.
And adaptability in February. Okay, now, the polar plunge on the 12th. Did I hear you right? You're going to run into Tuttle Creek?
Yep. That is
So
the plan.
why? Why would anybody want to come do this with you? Does it benefit an organization? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the money goes towards Special Olympics, and so you have to raise money once you sign up for Special Olympics. So that's kind of the goal.
Is there a certain monetary goal that you're looking for?
Yeah, so each participant will sign up and they can either donate this $75 or they can fundraise the $75. It's basically their entry fee, and I think they get a shirt out of it as well. But it's super easy process to sign up, and then you literally just share that link out and have family and friends and whoever else donate to your page, and then once you get that 75, you'll get that shirt and be able to take the plunge. And it's really awesome. Last year I went and it was freezing cold, but it was really cool to be able to do something that's kind of bigger than myself, and I knew that money was going to an organization that was just, it's amazing.
Okay, so they sign up and they can do that through the link on your Instagram. Okay, and once they sign up, they pay $75 somehow. Either they donate it or they fundraise it, and then they join you on the 12th. And so you guys will be there together as a SPEDCATS group, and you'll run and plunge yourselves into Tuttle Creek?
Yep.
Okay, well, if my knee wasn't so bum right now, I'd totally join you.
Mm-hmm.
I would risk take that, right? But, okay, so, and then they get a cool t-shirt.
Yeah.
Right, to say that they did this neat thing. All right, well, we'll watch for some photos from that. That'll be fun. So speaking of t-shirts, you guys, your organization made some shirts this last semester. Is this something that is still available, or are you going to have another t-shirt kind of drive this semester? Anything fun that way?
These were the only round of them. I think we might have a few extras somewhere, but I am totally not 100% sure on that, so I don't want anyone to get mad at me or come for me for that one. But we would love to be making more, putting our name out there more. I mean, as you could tell, we just wanted to share a little positive message.
So it says,
think positive, choose kind, and be exceptional. Because our whole kind of motto is being exceptional and not kind of knowing your abilities rather than your disabilities. So, yeah.
It's so important that, I love that you just said that, knowing the abilities rather than disabilities, right? Because sometimes even just as normal human beings, right, we tend to see them as in that negative viewpoint, and I think it's important for us as teachers to start to see them in a more positive light, right? And to help our students embrace all of the ways in which they are abled, right? And to help other students see those and embrace those as well. If there was one thing you could share with our viewers there about why they should join SPEDCATS, what would it be?
I think that it's important to have exposure to flexible seating and to fidgets and how we can adapt lessons and make things more inclusive for students in your class, because you're going to have a student in your class with an IEP or a disability that needs extra help, and so like why not be prepared for that before?
Great. That's
yeah.
a great takeaway. And
Yeah.
so as we wrap up Bergen, what are you seeing in student teaching that SPEDCATS has helped you
I mean,
grow with?
one thing after the next, like just, I mean, every student is so unique, and so being able to be like, oh, I learned this in SPEDCATS, let's try this, or, oh, fidgets aren't great for this student, but they're great for another one, or just the simplest things, and really just given me a lot more to put in my teacher toolkit.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Bergen. Thank you, Tristan, for being here with us today. Thank you for joining us with this edition of Go Live with SPEDCATS. We hope you will join us next month when we go live again with the College of Education.